Alright, much Abrew about nothing. Playing some Thing Ascension in Modern. And we'll play first. So far this deck has seemed really good. Alright. Well, we don't have a finisher. But we got a looting to help find one. Let's just Scalding Tarn, crack it. Get a Steam Vents, untapped, and Faithless Looting. I guess we pitch Manamorphose and Island. Pass the turn. Flooded Strand. Let's just Serum Visions. Helix and Ascension. Helix to the bottom. Pyromancer's Ascension on top. Hallowed Fountain tapped. Pass the turn. What is our opponent on? Maybe Jeskai? Cracks Flooded Strand. Gets a Hallowed Fountain. There's Ascension. Let's just Flooded Strand and pass the turn. I don't really want to just run the Ascension into a counter here. Steam Vents, tapped. No, crack Flooded Strand. Get an Island. Alright, let's probe for 2 life. Now we'll know at least if our opponent has a counter and what we need to play around. Nahiri also just exiles Ascension. Cryptic, Bolt, Bolt, Path, Path. Oh. Alright, so no counter. Arid Mesa. So let's just play Ascension, Arid Mesa, and pass the turn. Here comes Lightning Helix, down to 11. So our opponent can bounce our Ascension with that Cryptic. And if they ever find a Nahiri, opponent passes, we crack Arid Mesa. If they want to bounce now, that's fine. Yep, bounce and draw. We'll get Sacred Foundry tapped. Ooh, alright, so Pyromancer's Ascension, Faithless Looting, trigger Ascension. We'd love to find a Gitaxian Probe, and then we might be able to combo off here. Get a counter. Guess we discard Bolt and Flooded Strand. Sacred Foundry untapped. Faithless Looting again. Get another counter on Ascension. We have 11 cards in our graveyard. This will put us up to 13, 14. I really want the Manamorphose, but I also want Visions of Beyond. We can pitch Lightning Helix. Oh, let's just pitch Probe and pass the turn. Hopefully our opponent did not find another Cryptic, and then we can try to go off next turn. They shouldn't be able to burn us out from 8. Once we get to double our Manamorphose, then we can start flashing back Faithless Lootings, fill our graveyard enough for our Visions of Beyond, and hopefully that will win us the game. Helix. Alright, so step 1 is Manamorphose. Doubles up thanks to Ascension. Opponent cracks Arid Mesa. Gets a Mountain. Alright, they're going to remand the copy of Manamorphose. We know they have 2 paths and a Bolt in hand. So add red-blue. And then Mana Leak the Manamorphose. Well, let's pay for that. Change of plans. Let's pay for the leak. Add red, white. Draw. Ooh, Thought Scour is good. And then just run the Helix out there to gain back some life. Get our opponent down a bit. We're back up to 14. Pass the turn. Hopefully they don't just draw a Nahiri. If they don't draw a Nahiri this turn, then we should be able to win next turn. Very likely. Cracks Flooded Strand. Thought Scour into Visions of Beyond. Ooh, double Thought Scour. Alright, Thought Scour triggers Ascension. We draw 2 and mill a bunch. And then we get to Visions of Beyond, doubled up, to draw 6, and our opponent scoops it up to the Visions of Beyond. Blood Moons seem like they could be good in this matchup. And Dispels, potentially. Also maybe Engineered Explosives to deal with some sort of graveyard hate, like Rest in Peace. What do we go down? I guess we can go down Remands? It's really hard to cut much from this deck. It's like almost a Storm combo deck, so it makes sideboarding challenging. Let's go down a looting and a couple Thing in the Ice and try it like that. Alright. Well, Thing in the Ice and Ascension. Only one spell, though, in certain visions. But our deck is all spells, so we should draw into more. Scalding Tarn for our opponent. Let's just Flooded Strand, crack it. I don't think they're playing Shadow of a Doubt, but there's no reason to get blown out by it here for no reason. No reason to get blown out by it for no reason. Not the most articulate sentence I've ever said. Also not the stupidest thing I've ever said, so maybe that's actually average. Opponent cracks Scalding Tarn. And Lightning Bolts our face. Alright. We untap. Well, let's just play an Ascension. We have 2 Ascensions, so if they start countering them, whatever. Put them to the test. Opponent cracks their Flooded Strand. And remands. Alright. Pass the turn. And our opponent scoops it up. They did not hit their 3rd land drop. Alright. Well, score another one for Thing Ascension.